And we should be back.
Are we back?
Are we back? Please confirm if you can hear us. Oh, Jason played Queen D8.
I thought about that move. I was worried about G3.
Hmm.
Maybe then he wants to go Queen F6. Oh, that's tricky. Look at that.
Hmm.
But I don't know how. Yeah. Oh, he's really tricky. He's trying to. I mean, he still has to try some chances. Doesn't want to take a draw because he feels that, okay. And now, okay, he cannot really play for a win. But yeah, you can take an F6 and. So G3 is not going to work so well.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. So then what other ideas do we have with black to try to improve here?
Take.
King take. I have to. I could still go Queen F6, but that doesn't help. So I'll take in G2, and then what do you want to do? Queen E4.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, Queen E4, and then maybe Queen F4. Start with Rook A3. Is there?
I feel that white always has this Queen F6 check that could lead into the Rook endgame, which, depending on how many pawns remain on the board, black has chances to push for a win.
Yeah. Rook A3 is kind of nice because now G3 is a threat.
It is a little bit unpleasant, yeah, because if you push, it's not really a threat because I still have Queen F6 and I take in G3. What about Queen?
Well, what do you play here?
Yeah, there's you don't really have something clear cut, but yeah, I don't see a good. He did take in G2.
Yeah.
There's no way that white is not gonna recapture here. Rook C1 could be played maybe, but
No, because then I feel like Queen F5 should be. Yeah, he played King takes G2.
yeah. So now Rook A3. Queen E4 check. I don't think it does so much. Because it kind of takes the queen away from the protection of the king, so it will allow Queen F6, Queen G5 idea, which is kind of scary.
Kind of liking this Rook A3. Rook A4 and go for D4. Yeah, I mean, I am thinking what you said, Sabina. It is possible Jason avoided the queen trade earlier because he's still holding on some hope for a win. But here it just feels like, I mean, it takes you too many moves to actually create a threat as white. And unless I push like a G3 or give you a pawn, you just can't play Queen F6.
I'm having trouble coming up with moves here in this position. After Rook A3. Fair move, Rook A3.
Oh, not my move, from Nizahi in chat.
This is an open tournament, Boris. This is an open tournament, so anyone can play in it. There's the US Open, kind of like US Open in tennis, right? Why do we have foreigners coming to play? Because it is an open tournament. Open means anyone can play. So the qualification spot is separate. The American players get the chance to do that. But when you ever see something that's called an open, you'll always have the opportunity to see players from different countries. Sometimes they're not going to be there because they don't want to travel to specific tournaments, but usually you will see. If it says closed, then it is closed for specific players, depending on if it's a championship, or even Martians are welcome. Sure, Martians are welcome too, I guess. Anyways.
As long as they get a USCF membership.
Yes, and you can do that very easily by going on uschess.org/join. And with that membership, you're also getting access to Chess Live magazine, and it's going to be shipped to your address. And of course, you can also read it online if you prefer. But it's really nice to have access to that. There's a lot of strong players write articles for Chess Life magazine. It comes highly recommended by both Kaden and I. If the US Open is not federated because of the multi-day schedule, how come the National Open is federated in the top sections? I think in the National Open, you can only play one schedule bouncing across. It doesn't have multiple schedules. It has multiple schedules for the different, for the other tournaments, not for the Open. The Open has become a 9-round tournament, and you can only join that, the Open, to reread the invitational information. But for the Open tournament, it is I don't think under 2100 is federated. I haven't checked. Maybe the under 23 is, but that one has less rounds, so it's 7 rounds, so you can enter 2 separate schedules. 2 separate schedules have been allowed, and people can still do that depending on how you enter. So the feeder rule is you can play 2 games a day max. You cannot play more for them to be federated. So it's going to be 1 hour 30 with 30 seconds increment. You can play 2 games of those, or it could be some other time control. But typically, if it's lower than that, it's not going to be federated when you enter less. So it's only specific days that are going to count as federated. In your round today, your opponent was slamming the clock. I'm sorry to hear that, Samu. Well, how do you deal with stuff like that, Kaden, when your opponent slams their clock?
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing it really too hard, then I will ask them to stop or to hit it more lightly. But I think that is something that you can ask a arbiter or tournament director to. If they continue to do it and refuse to stop, you can bring someone over to, hey, look, they're hitting my clock really hard and won't stop.
Yeah, I mean, so just definitely ask the tournament director. I guess I've seen people who ask their opponents, could you please stop doing that? So you can try that approach first if you want, but if they still do it, but say it nicely. Don't say, hey, stop, it's annoying. Then they would do it more likely. Like you are instigating them to do it more. So I never recommend doing that. I've tried things like that in the past and they didn't work. So call the TD, let them know, you are disturbed by what your opponent is doing, and they might give them, how's it called? I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. I think I'm in need of some food or something. I got to that point where I usually would have eaten it by now. But an advertisement.
Sorry.
When like the TD, if the opponent keeps doing that, will just warning was the word.
Yes.
So the TD is gonna give a warning to the player, and then if they do it another time, at some point the warning will lead to, I don't know, giving you extra time or eventually forfeiting them if they're, because there are some fair play rules in place, and you want to try to be nice about that, to keep that in mind. If my opponent makes really good moves, no, you cannot do that, Nizahia. I wish you could do that and just be like, they're too good. What is going on? No, that's not allowed. I mean, unless you think they're using ways that are not okay to be used. In that case, you can make a claim, but otherwise, it yeah, it should be a punishable offense. I agree too, but what to do then? What if we are in the situation of making those really good moves? What then? So what do we think about this position, Caden? Is there any chance for either one of the players to win this game?
I do. I mean, we did like Rook A3, but it does feel G3 is still a very annoying move to deal with, and if you play Queen H4, likely now Rook takes A5 can be played, and then the Rook comes back, and I have to imagine somewhere there's progress to be made. Maybe even still, Rook A3, bring the Rook to H3 would be an idea here. So, other than Queen H4,
to stop the G3 move. No, because Queen B6, there's just G3 and
right? Yeah, like you have to keep the queen close to try and play Queen F6 after.
Queen F4 was a very unpleasant move. Var is still trying to hold up against Andrew Tang. If you want to pull that game
Check
up
in.
a little bit, he's trying to kind of keep the pressure to make it difficult for Black to progress this position, but there should be some progress. Maybe F6 and then bring in the king. I thought the king was in F6. Did it just go back, or?
Yes.
I thought the king would go to F5 and then start pushing F6, and it's not easy. I think this is giving Var the best chances in trying to hold. If Andrew's going to rush here, but I don't know, a move like E4 has to be thought out a lot, because once you do that, you've blockaded your pawn and you kind of need to make sure it stays protected. I would not recommend making that decision anytime soon.
I don't know if I love E5. I'm not seeing the reason, and I kind of like the idea of maybe bringing the king. Because you don't really need this H-pawn. Like, if you could trade that H-pawn for the E-pawn, that would probably make your life a lot easier. So, I mean, it's definitely still winning, of course, but I don't know if I see the clear plan yet for Andrew Tang.
I thought, oh yeah, because if he's gonna push E4 F5 somehow, then white will put the rook behind and just give checks, and you don't have a hiding spot for the king. It seems enough, E4 and H4. Okay, so let's see. Check. It might be enough. I don't know behind which pawn should you stand. King G6? Do we have time to play H6, H3?
Maybe. Maybe.
Rook g2. Rook g3. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. Rook h2. Rook h2. King g1. Hmm. I don't know, Samuel. You would have to talk to a TD. Go ask one of the TDs. I don't know. I guess your game is over now, so I don't know what happened to your game, but some of those things are not allowed.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't be hitting the clock. I mean, it sounds like it was
Some very rude opponent.
or very confused.
Well, maybe that was his plan to confuse someone. Did you report him to the arbiter? Why is he coming back king f6? He was there before.
Realizing the error of his ways.
I mean, no, I think e4. Okay, so that push is a little bit too fast. Okay, what about rook a7 now?
King.
Okay, I have a question. Could we go to the game between David Brodsky and Joshua? Because doesn't White have some chances now with that knight being there? Basically, what do you think? King f5, king g6 idea? Or, well, no, that takes too long. King f5, h6 idea. So we need to move this bishop at some point.
So I was thinking about this really funky line. I haven't thought it all the way through, but knight f2, like with the idea of just repeating.
Perpetual.
King f5.
But wait, where's better for the knight to be? Yeah, f2 take. Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Take.
Knight there. Who's winning here?
Dare I say, I think it's a draw.
This is a draw. It is, yeah. We take and promote in the same time.
I don't know. It's just a funky line.
But White played h4. So what did you end up doing, Samu, if you didn't report him? Did you end up winning? h4. These games are... I don't like Jason Young's game. I feel that we will see a result very, very soon on that game. Jason Young versus Alexei Sorokin. You want to go back to that game?
This one?
Yeah, I have the feeling we'll see a resignation.
Oh yeah, I do like rook a3.
Yeah, but
he
wants rook h3.
Talking about.
He wants rook h3, so you have to trade. But now there will be, 4 versus 2. But you don't have the a pawn. The a pawn is gone. I think this is just Sorokin is winning. I don't see how to stop rook h3.
Yeah. And Jason is under a minute now.
Yeah.
With only the 30 seconds of
it's tough to come up with a defense at this point. I think he probably should have traded queens and accepted the draw, but he was trying to see if he still could somehow pull through something. But unfortunately, that was the wrong decision because, at least he could have drawn and... Like, if the game between Vara Kobian and Andrew Tang doesn't end... and in a draw he's gonna feel really bad, you know, because he could have had his rook e3. What? That was possible? He wants to play the queen endgame? Wait a second.
No,
Takes,
because you
takes,
just
takes.
immediately trade. King goes anywhere.
Yeah, that's...
Oh wait.
Wait, no. Wait, but can't you go on the other side? I think that endgame is a draw.
Well, we're here now. Play it out. Because you're just going to get opposition.
King h7, king g3. So you can't do that.
But can't I?
Wait, you
just
can play
play
f5 en
F5?
passant. King
Yeah.
takes, king g4, and e5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is winning. Okay.
It may not be necessary, but yeah, it should be winning.
No, that is winning. I mean, you don't have time to bring the king, so queen h3 is an immediate win. If you go for that pawn, there might be perpetual, and you're getting into a queen endgame that's not gonna be easy.
Just wondering if there was a way to make it easier. Like, what if? Wait, what do you actually play against Queen e4?
King f1 maybe.
Yeah, I guess it's just
King g2. You kind of have to go for that line. Oh wait, you have queen f3 check. Wait, you have queen f3 check. King. I was gonna say g3. But do you have perpetual? I think you do, right? King h7, queen h5, king g6. You don't have perpetual. Oh, but you have stalemate. No, there's gonna be
wait.
stalemate there. Look at that. So nice. I didn't
Yeah,
even need to give the check. Oh, okay. So that could have been like a nice swindle if that were to happen. That could have been like a stalemate, but okay, they're going for this line, and I guess f5.
f6. But yeah.
F6 is the same. You kind of have to take, and king takes, and white is winning. Wow, what a game. So Alexei Sorokin again getting his chance to win this US Open. He's the current champion. He won last year, and now he's winning again this game. But there could be an Armageddon. We still have to wait and see. It's not over till it's over. But the Armageddon is not gonna start until...
Whoa, wait, what's happening in this game between David Brodsky and...
It's getting...
Wait.
What is happening? King g6. Wait, isn't this similar to the line that you suggested?
Similar, yes.
But different. How is the knight stopping the...
Wait, take here.
H or take. Wait,
I didn't want that. I didn't want
No.
that. I wanted the square. I wanted
Okay,
the
okay.
square.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
you can
now if you
stop it.
take knight g4 and then king g3
Yeah.
and it holds.
Okay, that's wrong. That is
You did play king takes f3.
Okay. So now, I mean, that's the only way. Yeah, it's very important where you place the knight. If you place it on the wrong square, this can be an immediate loss here for black, so he has to be mindful about it. So endgames, finally. It is endgames that kind of dictate the result of a lot of games, especially in final rounds. Maybe we've seen a lot of attacking, crushing games previously in this tournament, but in the end, still the end games are the ones that um, play quite an important role. So for those of you who are still not sure, what should I do to improve my chess? We often get this question. We got it throughout the stream on many occasions. Study your opening, study your end games. Make sure you kind of combine the different parts of the games that you're struggling with the most, and don't neglect any part of the game. Train to play online, but also try to train and play over the board too, because the different time controls, the 2D 3D, can make a difference in how you visualize a game. And I think it's very important that that you don't miss some. Okay, so no queen end games. No, actually there were some queen end games, but it's not on the top board. There's the Nicholas London against Schro Glashauser. Actually, I'm a little bit nervous for Nicholas for that game, but for now we stay on these games because these results will impact who the winner of the US Open is going to be, or as well as the winner of the spot to play in the US Championship. So
They didn't even chase that king around that much today. Yeah.
no, they
Scam.
didn't say too scam to be good. We have a result. Alexei Sorokin
Dude.
has won his game against Jason Young. So it seems like it was a really hard fought game by Jason, but unfortunately in the end he fell into the hands of Alexei Sorokin, which must be disappointment for Jason. He's played really well. I think he played in the 9-day schedule. He had a good play in general, but it all came down to the final round, and
Yeah.
it was tough.
He
It was a
he
tough
fought
final
he
round.
fought aggressively,
He did.
which should be commended.
Yeah. Going on to the David Brodsky game, that game seems to be getting ready to be finished, as well as King G3 was played, and
Yep.
now the players are going to agree on a draw as soon as white captures that knight. So there we have it, another draw.
Yes.
And now it all comes down to to this game between Vara Kobian and Andrew Tang. Andrew is 2 pawns up, should be winning this end game. Is Var going to be able to put up some miracle and save this game?
I so I think I mentioned this before, but I've played Akobian 6 times that I can remember off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like there's a seventh game I'm forgetting. But I do remember one particular game where I did get, I think, a pawn up, or maybe I was 2 pawns up in an end game, much like this. We had knights, but I was up 2 pawns, got to a rook and pawn end game, handed a Kobe and managed to give me a run for my money. He was absolutely relentless in defense, so I I don't know.
We have 4 games remaining. As we're waiting for this game, I suggest to go to check out some of the others. We got a rook end game, we got a queen end game, and rook and knights. So let's go on Brewington Hardaway Justin Sarkar's game, where white is up a pawn. And this rook end game, how does it feel to you, Caden? Black has 2 connected pass pawns, but it's down a
Yeah.
pawn. How to evaluate this?
My
Those pawns are more advanced. I'm tempted to say black is better.
Yes. But what's actually happening here?
After
I
king
figure
e1,
you have to play
play
king e1 to avoid f3 with check.
check, yeah. And you can also not play king e3. Now, what about, should we go rook h6 and trying to get the h pawn here? So if you go rook h6, what's your plan? He did play king e1. This is an interesting game.
Maybe
for sure.
maybe you throw in king f2 here.
Yes, just to avoid. So before you take in b4, you don't want to allow the king to advance that much. So Okay, we capture in h4. Check. King f5. I think black is for choice. Okay, rook endgames can't really say
Yeah,
that,
still
but
feels. So we do have a suggestion here to play f3 immediately.
because if king f2, maybe rook d2 check, that could be unpleasant.
I think here, what was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking.
I didn't see
think
that.
I
I
feel
didn't
like
see
you have
that
to.
comment.
I feel
Oh,
like you
can
have to
you
play h5. King f4, yes. And then
I mean, you could try to take in b4 check, push that pawn, but the problem is that black is gonna play king e3 next. Wait. Maybe we could. Wait, how do you activate your rook though? I play rook b. I thought I have time for rook on the c file, and my bad. Okay, we cannot do that. Okay, f3 might work too.
Yeah, I actually quite like f3. F3 is almost like a Zugzwang where you ask white, hey, where are you where are you gonna move? I don't feel like I see it. Yeah, the H pawn's just not fast enough. Justin is down under a minute though. He played rook d5. Oh.
Why?
I mean, I still probably prefer his position, but now you are in time to get in rook c3 if I play king e3.
Yeah, but I don't know how important that is, how much that helps me. Because you could play king f3 now, right?
Right.
And if I play rook c4, you just go e4, e3. And the king is covered and then the rook comes in, so... Okay, that move probably works as well. We cannot trade because black is in the box of the h pawn, and moves like c4 wouldn't work because I'm basant. It makes no sense to you. He's probably just trying to force that rook away from there. I mean, I would have kept the rook there to go to h6 and capture the pawn, but I guess he was just thinking maybe he can utilize it in a different fashion. This seems winning for black.
Yeah.
I don't know what the engine says, but it seems like it's just winning. Yeah, totally winning. Let's go to the other game, George Lee against Hershey Singh. That was kind of an interesting endgame. So white is up 2 pawns. Yeah, I was thinking to do that actually earlier, just take it. And then f6 seems like it's just gonna win, right? f6,
Yeah.
f7,
e7. I don't even think you need, well, so king g5.
f7?
f7.
Oh, yeah, push.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, it takes, and you don't really. I mean, it's gonna be queen versus knight, queen versus rook. Sorry, so you have to know how to win that potentially because right, I take an f.
Yeah. So can I improve this just to make it a little bit easier?
You could
Like
try
king d6. Yeah, king d6. I think king d6 is good.
Yes, we will be doing commentary for the Armageddon once that is over. But
play knight e6.
All the games have to be over before we do that. Okay, yeah, that's in between move. I totally forgot about it. Yeah, because if you promote it, there was queen rook f5 check.
Rook f5 check first. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And the last game that's being played on the DGT boards is the one between Nikki London and Shaw Glashauser. And that game, E7. Oh, okay. Italian Machine was saying the same, was showing the same thing as you mentioned. Do you think? I think this is gonna end in a draw because black probably cannot. If white gets the pawn to g5, white will probably have at least perpetual.
Yeah.
So either black is going to take the perpetual on his own here, or might taking g4, but Sorokin isn't US. No, Sorokin is not US. If you guys check out the standings page, the organizers have made sure that the players' federations are shown. So the only players that had the chance to, at this point, were Jason Young, but unfortunately he lost, so he cannot qualify anymore. It's Var Akobian, Andrew Tang. It's gonna be decided between that game. Unless the game ends up in a draw, then we will have a lot of players who are going to be sharing first place, and we'll have to, the top two players, US players, will play against each other in an Armageddon game. But that game seems to be going, at the moment, should be winning for Andrew. So if he wins, then he gets automatically the qualification spot for the US Championship. He will play with Alexei Sorokin for the overall championship as well. So the winner of the US Open will win the trophy and $200 extra. So we will be broadcasting that game for sure.
Yeah,
if that is to happen, of course.
Yes, I do lean towards this
A draw.
being a draw.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still, a lot that can happen, but
Yeah, but I feel that white probably has a perpetual here with that pawn. G4 was a nice move, and now, you cannot. Okay. Probably white should just capture in b5, right? I think if white captures in b5 should be fine. Yes, the qualification spot is for this year's US Championship. Oh, looks like George Lee and Hirsch Singh have
followed that line.
The line that you mentioned, and now we're waiting for knight e6 to be played. You can there's a potential perpetual I see after queen takes g4. Okay, that's a possibility too. But that pawn in b5 is really annoying. You definitely want to capture that first. Nice. It's gonna be a nice win by George.
Yeah. Yep, I would probably expect resignation here.
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, you could have at least a moment of fun. King g6, king h6, just to offer the stalemate. But I played king h6 first. Missed this chance.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Now you play king g6, queen g8, king h6.
It's true. You still have the potential draw. You still have it there if you want, but okay, let's go back to the Brewington Justin Sarkar game.
Yes. So this was not what we were thinking, but should still be good. Because we were thinking king
f3, and then
to
just
get ready to block.
Actually, okay, I read at some point, I think Jacob Agard's book, he was mentioning you should push the more advanced pawn. So maybe the move that Justin has made makes more sense because he's kept his king But it's always tricky. You always have to calculate, of course. You cannot just go by the idea, but the king goes there and then the pawn just marches
Yeah, here
because
I
it's
was
more
thinking
advanced.
rook a5,
A4.
a4, e4.
Mm. The problem is I don't know how to stop rook h5, rook takes h4.
Yeah.
I think that's really impossible to stop.
Yeah, so still looking good for Justin. George Lee
Oh,
looks like
wait. Let's go to Nicholas London game. Wait a second.
their
He's found a
tricks.
way. No, he's found a way. He's gonna win the H pawn, and then with double G pawns, I think that's winning. Wait, I didn't realize he could stay with double G pawns. But there's no way to stop. Is there a way to stop Black from capturing the pawn with check?
Wait, are you
How do I
take it
capture
with check?
Queen f3. Oh, okay, I don't get it with check, but
Yeah, you take it and
no, but I think this is winning. I think that's a table-based win, actually. Because the queen is on the right diagonal to get put in front, and that's gonna be an issue. And George has won his game against Hirsch. Nice finish by George.
nice. So I actually did pull up the table base.
It says draw?
It says draw.
Okay. I thought if you take the pawn, since you have two pawns, but it's probably the badly placed queen, so if white gives the checks, it has to give them on light square in that case. Because otherwise, black will be able to put the queen in front. So diagonal, you have to give diagonal checks, basically, somehow.
Well, that is surprising.
Oh, even if you give up the pawn?
Even if you give up the pawn with check, it says...
Maybe it's because the king is in front of the pawn.
Yeah, the king in front of the pawns...
Just draws.
Just draws.
Okay. I learned a new thing.
Interesting. I mean, still, these queen end games are very tricky quite often.
Yeah,
and
we've
both
had
players are getting close to under a minute.
Yeah, we're approaching the finish of this. With Var and Andrew Tang, of course, there's still time in that game. But let's look at Brewington against Justin once again. And then we'll go to Var, Andrew Tang against Var.
Rook. Oh, wait. Hold on. So if c4, e4, rook d5. Can I take? Take.
Wait, what are you doing? You're trying to mate? Oh,
yeah.
It worked. It worked.
Just in time.
I thought it didn't work by one move. But you have to go to e3 because if you don't, if you go to g3, that's an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to take, well, yeah. Yeah? No.
What no? No, king f1. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the thing. King f1, king f3, and you win.
So you can't play rook d5. And if you can't play rook d5, it's not good. Rook goes up, rook h5, king f2. I throw an e3 check first, take. Should be winning. So Brewington is spending time. Are there any... Man, this h pawn. The most advanced pawn, but it's so non-threatening. Like, even if you started running and this pawn lands on h6, still, rook h2. Call me when you're actually a threat.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the board. Just trying to sneak peek at what's happening on some of the other boards and see if there would be progress happening. Andrew has made some progress, but he's blocked his king in h4, which I do not like. He probably has to try to get his rook now to get uncut, but
so here I would think rook h2 would be my idea.
I know. So what do you do if I sit and wait?
Okay, how do you sit and wait?
Just with the rook
g7. Okay, rook h3.
King f2.
Rook
You go
f3.
3, king a2, rook g3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I go and then I go rook f7, you go rook g5, or
Really want to play rook g2, but yeah, I guess.
well, we're back to square one. I mean, you can go king g4, check king h3. Okay, so you've progressed a little bit. Back, rook there, king f2, king g4. I mean, you still had to get that. Oh, okay, sure. Where should white keep the rook? To try to pose the most pressure on you.
I feel like you have to leave it on the f file though. Okay, he played king h3.
Rook g5? Wait, is he winning with h4? Rook takes, king g4, h3?
Yeah.
No, I have rook f4 check. And if I take, then you check me, and you play h3, or you play h3 first.
Yeah, either.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, I think you do want to be careful because your king would actually be cut off. So maybe there's some tricks with just checking a bunch of times.
No, but like the promotion square is controlled. So if you go rook back to e8 here, we go h2, right?
Yeah, no, I think pushing's better, is what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Wait. No, check. Check. Rook h8. This is a draw. This is a draw. Check, king e2, push. Now it works because now.
Wait.
Yeah, now you control the promotions. Oh,
But
wait, you cannot escape because there's a pawn in e3. So this is reminiscent of that 3-4 file cuts.
So maybe no king
Horowitz
g4. Maybe
idea.
king g4 is just greedy.
Yeah, king g3 is fine, I think.
Yeah.
Very important. I mean, you can still make mistakes and miss
Rook
opportunities
f2, then rook g2 there.
Yeah.
Here?
How is that door keep opening? We have ghosts. The ghosts of the US Open.
Wait, but I'm confused. What's the...
Wait, what happened? I don't see.
No,
Well, what line are you following?
I don't know. Maybe this was... that line was long ago.
No, that black was winning in that game.
He didn't take on f5. King h2.
Wait, what is... What? how was his winning plan? Why he didn't go for? I mean, I don't know why he didn't, but okay.
Rook G2. King G3.
All right. Yeah. 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 H3. And resignation is coming soon, maybe. No, wait. Okay, rook.
Yeah, H3 was played.
Okay, rook G5. Rook G2, rook takes F5.
And maybe I wait. Because I'd rather not have my rook on G2. So here I just wait.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just wait and then go rook G2.
Yeah.
I like how Nicholas' endgame is gonna end if you want to go back to it for a second. You want to go back to Nicholas's game? Like queen endgame is just
Oh yes.
has just repeating.
I just quickly want where. Oh yeah, here rook f2, rook g2. No, you're right, but you can always throw in the more checks. That's why.
Yeah, you don't have a hiding spot for the king, so we'll
Yeah,
just...
they were saying
Well,
here rook h8,
did we
rook
play rook
f2,
h8?
rook.
I don't think
I think is what we did have, but
okay, yeah.
it's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Nicholas London
yeah,
is gonna draw. It's just like a nice kind of geometrical thing that you see. You cannot escape anymore from the perpetual. So there's gonna be perpetual everywhere, and yeah, as you use the queen to cover yourself. And going into that VAR Andrew Tang game, Andrew has played rook b2 as you suggested. Let's go back to that game, Kaden.
So I thought now rook g2, rook f8. Wait. Rook g5.
King s2. I thought you wanted to go king g3. Because if I take, you go h2, right? Yeah, and it's winning.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
check king f3, and if you take the rook, you know, so you can't take the rook, so you have to go rook h5. But then there's rook g1 checkmate. And he's done it. He has played rook f8. Rook f8 on the board. Justin Sarkar is going to win his game against Brenton Hardaway. And what? This is winning, right?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, well, he didn't go c5. I don't know. I don't know.
It's losing either way, but
yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna try to somehow play with the
three pawns? No, I don't think that.
I mean,
it's a possibility. I don't think that's gonna happen. So Andrew has played rook a2 instead of h2, what we suggested. Which, okay, go back to that game. Nicholas has drawn his game against Shaw. This nice save, I gotta say. Okay, so here instead of, okay. This should be fine as well, because now you're threatening h2 and promotion, and then rook a1 wins the rook. Woo, yep. That was a really long game, and you know, Brewington is on his way to unfortunately lose that game against Justin Sarkar. And
door opening a lot.
Yeah. And closing a little bit too loudly. Hopefully you guys don't hear that in the stream. but I think we are overdue for a break. Kingdom, we haven't taken a break in a really long time, but we're gonna wait for these games to end, and then we're going to try to have a talk with the tournament director and see when that match is gonna happen. We will probably be on break until that happens, so we would appreciate you staying close. We haven't received an answer yet as to how the video is going to work, like if there's going to be a video of the game, but we definitely will have, Andrew Tang. By winning this game, he's going to receive a spot in the US Championship later this year, but he still has to play a match against Alexei Sorokin for the first place of the US Open. The winner of the competition is going to get an additional $200 as well as a trophy.
Yeah, and there it is.
Rook
G2, that should be the move that forces resignation.
Tough game,
Still
very
Matrix.
tough game for VAR.
Yeah, I think both players played well, but it was just in the time pressure. In the time pressure, Andrew Tang played really well and took advantage of Kobian's mistakes. So Andrew Tang's prowess and fast time controls really shine through. And we do also have a result in the Justin Sarkar game. Justin did win.
So we're gonna, and we got a result in this game too. Congratulations to Andrew Tang for receiving the qualifying spot. What a tough match between these two players. I mean, must be exhausted. He must be exhausted. Both players could be exhausted, both him and Alexei Sorokin, but no, now they're playing for the trophy. So we have to go and find out what the details of the match are going to be, and until then we will be on probably on extended break. We would appreciate you guys staying close, and as soon as that starts, we'll make sure we'll let you know. But there, or maybe we sign off and come back. I don't know what's the plan.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty quick turnaround. We're just getting Sorokin right now, but we are going to Armageddon pretty soon.
Oh, we are, but are there still games being played or no? No, it's done. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna go on a short break as they're getting set up, and then we'll be back with the final Armageddon match.
Yeah.
So very exciting.
Yes, and just to clarify, Andrew Tang has qualified for the U.S. Championship. This Armageddon is just to decide the winner of the U.S. Open, since Alexei Sorokin is not an American player.
That's right.
The time control is 10-0, but there will be a bidding process to see who gets black. They are bidding as low as they are willing to go to get the black pieces, and for an Armageddon game, the way it works is draw odds go to black.
Yeah, and there might be another link to where we will be streaming, so we will let you know when that happens. But will the tiebreak be on DGT board and shown on Lichess? Yes, that's what is going to happen. Yes. And we'll be back. We're gonna take a short break. We haven't taken a break in quite a long time, and we haven't eaten anything since 1. So hopefully you guys stay close, and we'll be right back.
Chess Dogs, by all means, started out as a crazy idea. One that many people would only talk about. We've taken that crazy idea and turned it into a chess center. We have merchandise, tournaments, streaming, everything a chess player could want. So whether you're a beginner or an expert player, go to our website, chessdogs.com, or join a stream at youtube.com/chessdogs.
Welcome back, everyone, to Armageddon game of this 123rd US Open. Before the break, we talked to you about this amazing, amazing start, amazing game that Andrew Tong against Varakobian, and he's going to play. Oh, we got the
we got the official
we got the
bids.
official
Let's
bids.
go.
Looks like and Andrew tagged 7 minutes 52 seconds. So Andrew's gonna have 7 minutes and 52 seconds and has draw odds.
Yes.
All right. We the players while we are watching the game. We won't be able to make on the game, but let's see what do you feel, Aiden?
I don't know, this just saw, I guess, Sorokin going for Catalan instead to play for a win. It's a great opening, but not usually what I go to for a win.
Careful and things like that. Looks like a lot of Andrew Tang who missed the final. Andrew Tang has won his game against Grandmaster Varakobian, and the thing that you have to remember is that he has qualified for the US Championship. This match is for the that's what was there something else?
They're just saying the sound is choppy.
The sound is choppy. How to fix that?
Do
the thing. Let us know. We're trying our best to to remain here.
Yeah, audio unfortunately may struggle with.
How much time does Sorokin have? So you guys can see the times. You should be able to see the 5 seconds to 7 minutes 35 for Andrew. Andrew has started with 7 minutes and 52 seconds, while Sorokin started with 10. Andrew has less time due to the bead, but is catching up, and Andrew has draws, and they're playing for $200 extra, and it's a really nice trophy. I would love to take that home, so I'm sure they. How did Andrew do on his tourney? He did great. Both of these players first place, so now they're playing for that. At this point, the game is how bad is it? I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the audio?
How bad is the audio?
Just
Let me
touch
know.
some stuff.
Touch some stuff. I'm not sure. Let us know if we've improved it.
It likely is just the video.
It's because of the video, probably.
Really has not been the best here. 50% dropout rate.
What? No, it wasn't that bad.
Every other
Oh, that's bad.
is bad.
I don't know what I can do to improve that. I don't know. We have to keep the Discord opened in order to show you. Rather not see that and just hear us. Sorry. Let's do this, Kaden. All right.
Nice.
Okay, how about now? How are we doing, guys? Can you hear us better? Talk. Kaden. Okay, I must have messed up with the gain. By the time we figure this out, the game will be over and we will not have talked about. Guys, it's fine. It's fun. As far as you can hear us, that's all we care about.
Seems good.
Okay,
Seems
that's
good.
I fixed something. It's fine.
There.
He did, and he played bishop c6.
Bad again. That was short-lived.
See, the mic just doesn't pick up. It's probably because of the Discord.
Yeah.
Just talk closer to the mic. Just. Okay.
But then we can't talk so.
Talk.
We're talking. I'm talking. I'm talking.
Okay. Brilliant. Make sure you reduce your volumes, guys. This is the best that we can do at this point.
The wager was 8 minutes 30 seconds.
7:52. 52.
Oh,
That's
52.
a 2, right? For Andrew.
Oh, Andrew Tang.
Yeah. It's okay. He has draws, you know. Why worry about this position, right? Knight c3 is has a bishop pair, but whom do you like better? I like cheat. I cheated.
I think it's about 0.3. Yeah.
We are right here. Make sure you go far from your. No, it's probably just
It's-
too much. It's
yeah.
the data, is the Discord. The it's delayed by a lot. There's nothing you can close. Well, it's great to have all of you here. Once we close Discord and the video and everything, hopefully you'll hear us better. I really think mic doesn't work.
I just
I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I think
Don't stay.
yeah. Say anything worthwhile.
Well, we can just they focus there. They do not allow spectators on the other side, so we have a really play. Knight takes d5. First of, okay, I'm not gonna answer that person.
You have the power.
I have the power, so be nice. I have use it to my advantage.
Yeah, you could just, mute if you don't like the sound, and then we don't have to
Talk.
hear.
It's fine. It's fine. F6. So he's going to try to go for e5, but isn't e5 wrong?
Where does that bishop go? D2?
Bishop. Where else though? Bishop f4 to try. Bishop f4, allowing the. But then it's gonna be opposite color bishops. Still here.
Then rook b8? Maybe?
Okay, so I mean the only chance for white is to capture the pawn in b7. Okay, f takes g5. Rook c1 an alternative.
You should clip your own stream and listen to it. It's really bad.
Board Discord. I'm gonna type it. Wait,
No,
what did
I think the only thing we could do is lower the bitrate
Yeah, but I don't know that you can do that while
while
we're.
we're streaming.
I wonder if we just cut the video for a moment. You want to just kind of, I don't know. Bishop c4. So he did not want to allow rook b8. Well, now Alexei has less time than Andrew, and he has to try to pull a win. I don't think he can do it. This is an Armageddon match, yes. This is an Armageddon match. Most people are rooting for Andrew to win this whole thing. It's been a while. Americans have qualified, of course, but they didn't actually win the competition, so. You guys they just wanna enjoy the quiet time. I really tried to fix it, but I really. Golden Pizza Eater is a team I like. White pawn structure is slightly better, but
I don't see how you.
it's also getting quite low on time. But especially when they get low on time, that's when they can blunder. To happen. But going down a minute against Andrew Tang is probably.
Yeah.
Because he's really fast at bullet chess. Bullet chess online, but still. G4.
Whoa.
Oh, G4? Isn't he winning a piece? King E3?
I think, yeah, now rook b4. King d3, rook d4.
Like it's gonna be a draw. There's no.
Rook c4. Same idea.
Same idea. Wow. Andrew on his way to win. Top place, he also. Wait, he went back. That draw. He wants to go for that draw.
Yeah, he has to.
Well, this is gonna be tough. He doesn't have much time.
Yeah, I think Andrew Tang low on time, so he's trying to keep a time advantage.
And people don't understand. There's some ideas now for white. Andrew has to be careful. Trying to go for the G6 pawn, maybe? It's happening so fast. 1 minute for Alexei, 2 minutes for Andrew.
Rookie 7. Rookie 7. Or that.
Okay.
Oh, rook d3 now?
Rook d3, yeah. Yeah. In the worst case, he can take g5. Black is on his way to win. They're playing so left. All right, so repetition. Okay, let's fix it. Let's go back to the other thing.
Like this, and then
Okay, how are you guys hearing? Oh. No, you can leave that, but I don't think anything's gonna happen on that camera anymore. Okay, just how are we doing? How is the mic right now, people?
better.
What a game. It was a pretty nice draw by Andrew Tang. Congratulations, Andrew, for winning the US Open and also qualifying for the US Championship. Can you guys hear us better right now? Can you let us know? As we're doing our final remarks from this US Open, we want to make sure you're hearing us okay. Not the choppy. Okay, I guess we're doing better. Yes, it's good. Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Can move.
Yeah, I think it's just the video, the live stream, that was bogging it down and messing with it. So now that it's over and we're back to this view, it's good. Really well played. I think that game was just the perfect example of when you have the draw advantage, then you go for repetitions and stuff like that. So very well played by Andrew Tang.
Thank you. We're trying to see if we can get Andrew for a minute, but I don't know. He might be able to join us, you know, maybe bring in his trophy and, you know, tell us about his bid, what made him bid that. And so he bid 7 minutes 52 seconds. He's had a really impressive tournament. He's played in the 6-day schedule, and he deserves all our congratulations and applause for, you know, the tough game that he's played today, taking down a very strong chess player and grandmaster Var Kobian. And yeah, we can certainly look back at the game. We're waiting to see whether we can get Andrew just for a moment to kind of take us through his thoughts in the game, maybe, and his overall view on the tournament, about getting the chance to play in the US Open. We don't know if that's going to be possible, but it would be nice to. We haven't taken any guests due to, you know, various reasons, but
Yes.
I feel like it would be great for people to see Andrew on another stream that is not his own, where he plays a lot of bullet chess and crushes everyone.
No, it's fun to be reminded every now and then that Andrew Tang isn't just a bullet player. That he
Yes.
is. I mean, we saw it here. He was playing very quickly and doing very well in this game. But yeah, he played very well throughout this whole event. Managed to, stay pretty solid, and I can't think of I think there was only one game actually earlier in the event. He was, I would say, in trouble. It was not one we covered, but earlier in the event, he had one game that was a little bit scary for him, but other than that, I can't think of any others. Just really, really good play, and I mean, that was just a good Armageddon game, honestly.
Yeah, and he's accepting the trophy, we were told, right now. So after that, hopefully he will be able to join us. As we're waiting for that potentially to happen, I suggest to go back to he crushed this event indeed. I suggest to kind of go do two things. One, remind everyone of the standings. You're going to show them how the standings turn out.
Yes.
And then and after that we will talk about the game a little bit. Maybe by then he will be here, take us through his thoughts. It was a pretty balanced game throughout. Of course, there was a blunder by White trying to win, but great tournament from Alexei Sorokin as well, having black pieces, both of them actually having the black pieces and winning in the last round. And it seems that that these standings that you're seeing right now were based on ratings, so we don't have.
No, so the tiebreak actually is up here now. For each of these players, which if
the
David
tiebreak
if
is.
David Brodsky had won, right, they all the first tiebreak is all the same.
Oh wow, that's true. VAR. If VAR would have won, he would have. Yeah. Oh, that's
some really good tie breaks. So I did talk to Kobian for a bit after the game, and you could just see the what we all go through, as chess players after a disappointing loss, the kind of kicking yourself and the I could have done this, and even some thoughts about some of the other games and results he thought were going to happen there that actually did affect some of his decisions. He felt that, he thought David Brodsky was going to win, and so he felt a bit more inclined to push for a win. But yeah, I thoughts go out to him just because I could see it, and the other players that played really well but missed out. But of course, just huge congrats to these two players on top. I mean, very, very strong performances.
8 points. 8 points is really amazing. And there were questions in the chat as to why there weren't more players who came to play in this tournament. In the same time, and we're also having a raid from Ben Feingold and Karen. Thank you so much, Ben and Karen. We do appreciate it. You're coming right as we are getting ready to hopefully get the winner of the US Open here, Grandmaster Andrew Tang. Hopefully will join us on stream just to kind of take us through his thoughts as to how the tournament went. What were his thoughts throughout? How does it feel to come back over the board and things like that? So thank you so much for the raid. And to go back to the question that was asked, so there's the World Cup that takes place right now. So a lot of American players were qualified for that tournament. And then there's also a big tournament that takes place in St. Louis. And we have Andrew. Hi. Okay, which side? Maybe we can make some room in the middle.
Sure.
Okay. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Andrew. And you brought the trophy.
Wow.
That's everyone gets to see that now. How do you feel?
Amazing.
Great.
I thought I had the hardest pairing, of course, going into this round. So
Kobian.
I would just play and. It worked.
We haven't seen you play that much over the board. You were probably busy with school.
Definitely.
What made you come back?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I just graduated, so
Oh, okay.
I started work in a few weeks, but I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
a few months of free time, and
Nice.
I wanted to play. Maybe qualify for
Yes,
Maybe,
amazing.
you know.
yeah.
Now you have to plan how you're gonna be
Yeah,
there
I'm
because
gonna
it's
have to ask permission,
Permission.
to go. But
nice. We know that you are, you're known as the Penguin GM, very famous for Bullet. And as we were seeing your game, we thought, okay, definitely, this is not going well for your opponent.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were wondering the 7 minutes and 52 seconds. What's up with that number? What was-
I thought I would bid under 8 minutes. I just
Mhm.
picked a random one.
I see.
Completely random, yeah.
You're fast. Do you train over the board too?
Not
to-
so much
to-
actually.
How did you get to be so fast?
I've been playing on ICC since like
Ah.
2008, so
Okay, that's
a
how
lot
you
of
get.
Bullet when I was young.
I see.
Yeah.
Kaden, I'll let you ask some questions.
Oh no, I mean the Armageddon game, was there ever a time you were worried or
After 95, I was like
You
out of book, so
yeah, hero.
You can see it, but he has a.
yeah, I was worried that maybe he might grind me down with his time advantage.
Yeah, so
Oh, here.
here.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure exactly what to play, but I decided to trade
Yeah, just
and try to trade more. But yeah, after he played Bishop takes D5, I was very confident I wouldn't lose.
yeah.
Because yeah, I guess he just underestimated this. Because of Bishop B7, I can just play Rook takes D1 and Rook B8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if Rook C1, yeah, I can play King D6. So,
Yeah,
It's just-
always just
Yeah.
holding the repetition in front of him.
I thought Bishop takes F2.
yeah, I didn't really want to play any kind of imbalanced endgame.
Yeah.
At least he has 2 pawns on the queen side there, so
The game with VAR earlier, we spent a lot of time on your game because both of you were spending a lot of time, and I've noticed you throughout the tournament. You got in this big time troubles. Is there a how do you
yeah.
how did you manage today not to get in such a big time trouble? Because you seem to be mostly ahead of time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he just played so slowly that I couldn't play slower,
Nice.
honestly. But yeah, I mean, I guess I surprised him in the opening, and that always helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other times I've generally been responding to my opponents in the opening, and I like to spend a lot of time to figure things out.
Yeah. Were you, because I did talk to Kobian after, and he seemed very aware of the other games. Were you also watching some of the other games? Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, definitely, like, the Brodsky game was giving me a heart attack on the beginning. I was trying to watch it the whole time, and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But
We weren't sure either. It seemed that White was better. He actually was winning at some point. He could
Yeah.
have won a pawn,
Mhm.
but missed that opportunity. And yeah,
Yeah, it kind of fizzled, but I don't know. Did you feel watching that game a bit more pressure to play for a win, or were you still just trying to play the best game you knew how?
yeah, I also saw Jason's position, and I know that line for White very well. And
Uh-huh.
so I thought, like, there's 2 crazy games going on, and I need to keep winning chances.
Yeah.
Like, a pretty good chance that one of them is not going to be in my favor, so.
Yeah.
it's not easy to play with the black pieces for a win in the final round. And I think, right.
Yeah.
But I felt that, yeah, Brodsky did have a slightly better pairing in a way because he had the white
Mhm.
pieces and he was playing down. But, it's the last round. Anything can
Yeah,
happen. There's a lot of
exactly.
pressure for everyone. So did you catch any questions for...
I did not.
You're just
all,
smiling.
all your fans have joined us, and it's
Yeah,
going a
it's
bit
great.
crazy.
Yeah, they're
so-
all very excited for you, and we are as well. We didn't know what to expect going into this round because there were 4 of you that could,
Mhm.
get this, and then there was a chance, of course, if there were 2 of you and then a foreigner, then you would have to play
Right.
2 tiebreaks for
Yeah,
for a
it's
team.
a lot of possibilities.
A lot of
but
possibilities.
no, I think You played really well, and I mean, if I had to say there was one part where you just impressed me, it was in this Armageddon game. Like it really just looked very clean. As far as Armageddon games go, they're often a huge mess, but it felt like you kept it really well in control. You calculated well. You taunted him with repetition many
Yeah.
times, and in the end,
But there are a couple of questions, if you don't
Yeah,
mind
sure.
asking a few more. Some of the people are wondering, what do you eat during the tournament, and what are your favorite snacks? Healthy. Say something healthy.
I'm
I'm
not
just kidding.
very healthy.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I just eat
Unhealthy.
fast food generally.
Mm.
I'm kind of lazy. And
are you someone that gets like a lot of DoorDash when you
yeah,
play?
exactly. I can't be bothered to.
Did you come by yourself to this tournament? or-
Yeah, I was by myself. My parents joined up.
Nice.
just, like,
They
the
were
last
like,
few
you
days,
you
but-
might be winning, so they wanted to be here for you.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And I think there was one more question. Wait. Oh, when you're gonna stream next? They want to know.
Once I get out. So
Okay. so soon.
pretty soon.
Hopefully the weather is gonna be okay. We've heard of some potential cancellations, but where are you gonna go back to? Your
Yeah, I live in Maryland now.
okay. Yeah, I saw MD, but I thought you
Yeah.
went to Princeton. So I was
Yeah, my parents moved there, so
I see.
I'm moving around a lot of places because I also moved into New York
Okay,
for work, and
I see.
I'm like just moving around.
moving around. But
places.
your job is not just related.
No.
So how are you gonna still, try to balance work and chess, or you're gonna give it your all at US Championship, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to play some when I have days off. Still play online.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
honestly, it's kind of similar to being in school anyway. It's like I had to play during breaks.
Yep.
And you have a lot of matches with Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
How do those feel? I want to know. I want to know.
I
Maybe
mean-
Keegan has had the experience once to play.
It's crazy, of course, but I guess I'm getting used to it now. We've played a lot, so
Who's leading at this point?
I definitely Magnus.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Right.
Okay, but still, it's wonderful that you are so good that you get to play him, and yeah, we're very excited for you. Congratulations
Yeah,
again.
congratulations.
Yeah, we don't want to keep you. Probably your parents are waiting for a celebratory
Uh-huh.
dinner, but all your fans are very excited as well. Oh, John Bartholomew is also in the chat. We
Hey,
had a
John.
raid from Ben Feingold
Oh,
as
nice.
well. So yeah, Kaden, do you have any final?
No, I good luck in the US
Yeah.
Championship. That's-
We're just
good luck.
Good luck.
We will be rooting.
Will be,
for you.
I will be there, so I might interview you again.
Go
So
get.
get ready for some interviews. I'm glad you're very chill, so I hopefully won't be. I feel intimidated by kids, So I don't know why. So I don't know how to ask them. Even Carissa that I know,
Right.
and I've been teammates with her. I'm afraid to go ask her questions, but now I might have to. So yeah, I won't play this year, but I'll be doing interviews.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think with that, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so much.
joining
Andrew,
us all. Thank you.
congratulations.
get out of your way here and let you go
Let
celebrate.
you go
Some
celebrate.
food.
Yeah. And thank you again.
It's okay.
Thank you. Congratulations to Andrew Tang once again. What an interview. I hope we have answered some of the questions you guys wanted. I didn't want to keep him too long because it's wonderful that we had the chance to have him here. We weren't expecting that, but
No, it was awesome, and you can see the smile and the happiness. So,
and he's very nice. I had never talked to him before. I've seen him on streams. He always seems focused on his games, and he's a very pleasurable person to talk to as
Yeah.
well. So it's always nice to see someone nice winning a tournament, and then you get to call the action. So
yeah, absolutely.
well, guys, I think this concludes the 123rd edition of the US Open. We had an American win the entire event. Congratulations once again to Andrew Tang. This is great. We apologize for the times that we got disconnected and for the mic issues. We'll try to make sure those Asia's will be improved for the future, but really great being here. It was wonderful doing commentary with you,
was-
Aiden.
Absolute pleasure.
And once again, we also have to thank you to US Chess Federation for organizing this tournament every single year, for all the staff, tournament directors, for Laird, who's helped us behind the scenes, and really everyone else. We might probably forget some names, but we do appreciate everyone who's been with us, either on the stream or helping make this tournament possible and good experience for all. And again, congratulations to everyone. And any other?
No,
things you want to-
I do. You put it so well, but I do just want to throw my my voice in saying yes. Thank you so much to everyone behind the scenes there. I even doing work as a commentator, you get a little extra insight into some of the behind the scenes action, and it's amazing. It's amazing the work that goes into a tournament like this, and so very appreciative to everybody that played a part, that worked really hard, that made this all possible. And of course, thank you to everybody that tuned in, that helped us in our analysis and kept us company by their comments and even some facts on questions we had and historical information. All very, very appreciated.
Yes, and if you guys want to stay in touch with either of us, Caden is working on a new venture. It's called Chess Dogs, and I have shared his YouTube link in the chat, and you can follow me as well on Twitch. What?
I'm doing
Oh,
the
oh my
adventure.
God, sorry.
Ta-da! Ta-da!
You want to do high five.
Go
That
follow
was so
Sabine.